Second Corinthians.
Flashpoint Radio. Rise and shine. Your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and CoraleeKaren. The unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries. We'll make our way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air. Look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together. We'll all sing better outside. Just us in the sky. Are we part of this circus? Is it an A?
Welcome to the breakfast hour. It is Tenacious Tuesday, and I am so happy to see you all this morning. Welcome and good morning. Tenacious Tuesday it is. Morning, Mikey G.
Good morning, Lady Elise, and how are you doing this morning? I see you're tenacious this morning. I understand.
I am doing well. I am thankful. It's another new day that I'm blessed to see. And so certainly I am happy to be here joining you on the breakfast hour. If you're tuned in live, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, however you have joined, if you're on the radio, www.flashpointmedia.ky, we are certainly happy that you have chosen to join us on this episode of the breakfast hour. And of course, as we kick things off, we're going to start with our devotional. And of course, our devotional is brought to us by M&M Construction Limited.
New home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Good morning. This is day 11. Love suffers long and is kind. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. Love's Checklist, written by Dave Egner. A woman named Nancy uses verses from 1 Corinthians 13 to help her cope with the frustrations of a busy family life. She calls verse 4 to 7 Love's Checklist and refers to it when anger wells up within her. Nancy gave an example of how she uses her checklist. She was running errands one morning before she and her family were to leave on vacation. Her husband Bill was at home caring for the children and getting things ready for an early afternoon departure. When she arrived home after shopping at the grocery store, her mother's house, the post office, the bank, and the hospital to visit a friend, she found that all he had accomplished the entire morning was to wash and polish his car, which they weren't even taking on the trip. Nancy was angry and said some harsh things to Bill. Within a few minutes, the words of love's checklist came to mind. Love suffers long and is kind. She prayed, then she apologized to her husband for her angry outburst. He said he was sorry too, and they left that afternoon for their vacation. Just a little late. Next time you say angry, bitter things, remember love's checklist in 1 Corinthians 13. Love suffers long and is kind. Better yet, consider it before you say them. Lord, fill our hearts with Christ-like love, with goodness, kindness, care, lest bitter thoughts and harmful words will find a welcome there. Our quote this morning reads, bitter feelings can be sweetened when we take them to the Lord in prayer. End quote.
2 Corinthians 2 9 and 10.
No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. But God has revealed it to us by His Spirit.
You're locked into the station that helps you tap into those incredible things that God is preparing for you.
You're listening to Flashpoint, the family radio.
Welcome back this morning to another edition of Money Monday, Tuesday. Money Tuesday. I just, money rhymes with Monday, right?
The days are just flying quickly, Mikey G, and I can understand why you feel as if, the time.
Tuesday,
Yeah, it is Tuesday. Yes, it's Tenacious Tuesday.
Money Tuesday. What a devotional, if you allow, what I thought about when the devotional was going on. The idea of loving somebody is a selective.
It's a selective thing.
Yes, I saw it. We knew this a long time ago. It's not something that we thought was foreign. We know
Yes.
we select the people who we love and we select the people who we hate as well. And then you claim, I'm a good person. Wow. I do find myself in the same category too. Don't
Right, because I was going to
don't
ask
think
you.
I'm pointing a finger at anybody. As I find myself at the top of the list. When I said that a while ago, I'm like, I find that I have selected a few people that I do not like at all. I am sure of it. And I'm thinking that I'm on some of the hit list for some persons who just don't like me at all. They just decide that you just don't like Mikey G. You don't like me, And you can find good reasons to not to. Or to. Not to. Which one is it? But as I thought about it a while ago, I said, man, if we are claiming this Christian thing, what a responsibility we have in the love department. What a responsibility.
Do you have a checklist?
I certainly, I don't know. Maybe I do. I have no idea. You know, subconsciously we have things going on and we don't know. Subconsciously we have things going on and we have no clue
Yes.
what it is. But then it starts to manifest itself and you say, where this thing come from? Oh, am I doing this thing? It was hidden in your subconscious all this time and now it's coming out through the pores of your skin. A bad mind that you have, that hate that you have for the person, that wicked deed or wicked heart that's inside you just start to spew through your skin, you know? You start to see the nasty person you are, you know? Wow.
You know, what you have forced me to do, Mikey G,
Yes.
and you just made that song came to my mind. Of course, that song, I think, was done by Romain Virgo
And Sasko?
and Agent Sasko.
Yes, Agent Sasko.
Yes, and of course, as I think about it, what comes to mind, Mikey G, is, of course, sometimes a lot of songs tell stories. And if you should listen to the lyrics, sometimes they sound a little bit funny and they sound a little bit weird.
Yeah, a little weird on the outside, yes, I know.
Yes. And of course, I remember this song. I think it said, "Dirty hearts can wash with soap."
You can't wash it out, you can't sweep it out with broom. You can't wash with soap and you can't sweep it with broom. Your heart is dirty. You know, and you have people who are just in their hearts, they're just evil and wicked.
I remember that song.
And you cultivate that kind of heart that, you know what the worst part about it is?
But as Christians, we don't have.
Well, this is the kicker for you.
We don't have that. So
the heart that is cultivated like that hurts the person who cultivates it. It won't damage your own heart. You soon lose yourself. You soon kill it. It's like you're actually killing yourself by being that kind of person.
Yes.
I never knew it until I read the Bible. I read something and it tells of a merry heart. That is like medicine to the soul. If your heart is not merry and it's corrupted, you have poisoned your own body already.
That's true.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And so you don't have to worry about the person who's hating you. Their destruction will come. Their end will be their own doing. Or their doing will be their own undoing. So, it's a serious thing. So, I'm just telling guys, when I listen to love, we need to understand that. I am trying to learn these things. I don't like a few people myself. So I'm trying to clean up my dirty heart, to be in favor with the Almighty God. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I don't know if this is what I do for penance. I don't know. I do breakfast over penance to bring good cheer for others, to bring a thought of goodwill and love to somebody who might just feel a little depressed or trodden or downhearted. And I guess that this is just my way of saying thank you, God, for giving me an opportunity one more time to do something awesome. And guess what? I'm doing it 100%, 1,000 times more and non-stop. That's just how I feel.
That's okay, Mikey G. That's okay.
Of course, it's Monday, Tuesday. I guess when we come back, we do our financial and we talk a little bit more about money.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Breakfast Hour. Of course, it is that morning when we are speaking about finance. And of course, our financial advisor is joining us today. And I don't know what he has to share with us, Maggie G.
Well, this morning, of course, it's Money Tuesday, you know. We just talk about money. And so the importance of money is so that the Bible would even say that money answered God. So, oh man, to be disputing what money is good for. So, without any further ado, I want to say good morning to my Mr. Richard Taylor this morning, our money advisor on the man, the money this morning.
Hey, how are you doing, Mikey J and Lady Elise?
Well, since you called my name first, I want to say I'm doing fabulously fine, giving God thanks for a brand new day. It's Tuesday. We'll hear about money, and so this is a topic that is buzzing with a lot of persons, and I'm excited this morning.
Great. So, as you said, it's a topic that everyone is buzzing about, and it's about credit cards. Why credit cards? And how can we use it wisely? If you're already using it, but using it not so wisely, how can you get out of debt and still keep your credit card?
Okay.
So let's get to the meat of the matter. Credit card is like a two-edged sword. You can use it for good. It can be used against you. Many people struggle with credit card debt. But with the right strategy, you can manage your credit card responsibly while maintaining financial stability. And I have a few tips for you. Now, the first thing we need to remember is that credit card is a revolving loan. Yes, credit card is not free money. It's a loan that is interest if you don't pay it off in full. Many of us only pay the minimum amount that is due. What that does, it accumulates that debt over time, and then after a while you could realize that you are now in credit card debt. Right? What you want to do is to pay off your credit card every month in full to ensure that you do not incur any interest costs. The second, and this is something that I've said many times, is have a budget. A well-planned budget helps you to keep track of your income and expenses. What you need to do is to use your credit card for those budgeted items. Once you do this, then you will realize that you are able to continue spending and using that credit card in such a way that is both frugal, you will get the benefits of that credit card and the expenses apply to you. But one of the key things that you must ask yourself, and I ask myself each time, when I make this purchase, will I be able to pay it off at the end of the month? You see, our income for most of us is either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Most of us don't get our money in a lump sum at the beginning of the year. So we have to make sure, can we really realistically pay off this credit at the end of the month? Third, spend within your budget. If your budget is $1,000, spend credit card. Even if you have a credit card limit of $5,000. Once you spend within the limit of your budget and within the limit of you're in good stead, because it means that you will be able to pay off your credit card at the end of the month. Try to put a spending cap on your budget. You already know what it is. Put a spending cap on your credit card also. To charge what you know that you can repay at the end of the month. Now, a tip that I give a lot of persons is keep within your credit limit. Better yet, keep your credit limit within your budget. But those who have credit cards, for those who credit card still, what you find is that every year the credit card company continues giving you an increase based on your spending the previous year. And
Right.
that's well. It shows that they believe that you can pay it off. However, you can always decline that option, or you can call your credit card company and tell them, please keep my cap and give me a figure for $1,000. It can be more for you. Each person is different, but keep it at your limit. So if you know that your budget right now is $1,000, 1,500, 2,000, then keep it within that limit. Do not allow the credit card company to force you to get a higher limit that you know that you cannot maintain. It will also give you that discipline. For some of us like to spend, you go overseas or even right here, Christmas, etc. You tend to splurge a little bit more because you have the ability to spend. If you go back to point one, it is not your money, it's not free money. Therefore, it has to be repaid. Now, why do I even say keep a credit card? Here's a few advantages that one, it's convenient. There's no need to carry large amounts of cash around. Two, the safety of credit cards. It, it offers fraud protection and it allows you to dispute any unauthorized payments towards your card or charges on your card. Three, it also allows for your credit card improvement. So if you maintain your credit card through regular and on-time payments, it will boost your credit score for when you want to make those larger purchases. And four, it comes with some rewards and perks. Many credit cards offer cashback, travel rewards, airline tickets, and purchase protection. Good? And even some even offer travel protection through life insurance. So it does offer some beautiful rewards. However, the downside, as I said, with a two-edged sword, is that there are consequences for misusing a credit card. If not careful, these same credit card can lead to financial ruin. And some of these is because of one, the high interest that credit cards have. If you carry this interest, what you'll find is that it leads to high interest charges that surpasses all the other types of interest. Interest on a credit card can be anywhere from 1% to 4% per month. Credit score damage. Late or missed payments can lower your credit score. In fact, your credit card missed payments lower your credit score low faster than the other types of credit out there. It can lead to financial stress. Large credit card balances can cause anxiety and strain on your finances. Of course, there's the legal consequence. If the debt remains unpaid, then your creditors, same credit card companies, can take legal action to recover their money. Now, some final thoughts on this. Credit cards can be a valuable financial tool if used correctly. By budgeting, spending responsibly, and paying off your balances in full, you can enjoy the benefits of a credit card without falling into debt. Now, if you're already in debt, start by getting a repayment plan in place. Cut those unnecessary expenses, pay a little bit more than you normally pay. So if on your $1,000 credit card, your minimum payment is $50, what you need to do is start paying $100. Grade 2, in addition to the $500 that you are able to pay off. Continue using your credit card, but make more to the payment as possible. The more you pay off the principal, the faster it is that your credit card will go back to zero each month. And by doing that, you'll be able to, more than ever, keep your credit card healthy and you have a responsible financial lifestyle. If you wish to reach out to me, you can get me reach out to any the media services also through Flashpoint.
Well, when we talked about credit card, I want to thank you, Mr. Telwell, for the advice of credit cards. My first experience, I thought about it, and when you said that if you don't have the money to pay back, possibly don't touch the thing, because it can create another situation altogether. But then we know that there are some jurisdiction that depends on you racking up credits for you to have a good credit score, for you to be somebody who is likely to have getting ahead within that society. So and the third point on that would be, if I'm buying or purchasing something online, it is best to use a credit card. So if anything, they don't go into your personal account from a debit and then steal your money, and then you will safe online with a credit card versus debit card. I'm listening to that conversation.
Safety net of using credit card instead really makes a difference, just as long as you use it wisely.
Perfect.
To thank our financial advisor for sharing those crucial tips for us. Nowadays there are so many advertisements about credit card, pay nothing down. So such a you mentioned it several times. It's not free money.
That's free money. We should bless free money.
To wait.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Welcome back to the breakfast hour. Yes, did you know that your credit card is not free money?
I tell you, the first time I heard about credit cards, I'm saying, man, how do you spend so much money,
No, it actually looks easy, and if you are not wise, you will just get pulled in. Yeah, you see all these adverts and how easy it is to get a card. Your limit is so high, you can purchase and pay later.
You have a golden card, silver, platinum, or something.
Yeah, but it comes with some level of responsibility, and want to thank our financial advisor for reminding us of that responsibility that comes with the use of the credit card.
Free money.
It's not free money.
Of course, when we come back, we'll be talking a little bit more about what goes on in our world, and of course, what is celebrated on Of course, did you know? Yeah, I want to say, did you know? I have, one of those small little feature that says, did you know? There's something that we don't know naturally. And every now and then we find out about a few things. and we ask the question. It says, did you know? Did you know that the Cayman Islands has 3 islands called the Cayman Islands? Did you know? And do you know the names of those 3 islands that constitute the Cayman Islands? These are questions. Did you know? Of course, for those who did not know, it is Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman. Alright, so we set it in the order of the largest island to the medium largest, and then the smallest of the larger of the 3. I think the larger of the 3.
Largest. Since it's 3.
Larger is 2.
Largest. Smaller. Smaller. Smallest.
So let's go. Did you know? Alright, we have a feature called Did You Know? So let's do it. Did you know? This morning brought to you by Side Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs right here in the Grand Cayman Islands.
Who will be deported first by the Trump administration? The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has revealed the nationality breakdown of 1.4 million illegal immigrants who have been ordered to be deported but still remain in the United States. These individuals could be the first to face deportation. Here's the list. Pakistan, 7,600 people. India, almost 18,000. Venezuela, close to 23,000. Haiti, more than 32,000. China, 38,000. Brazil, 30,000. El Salvador, almost 204,000 people. That's 3.2% of El Salvador's entire population. Mexico, 252,000, Guatemala, 253,400, Honduras, more than 260,000 people, which equals 2.5% of Honduras's population. These individuals have all been ordered deported by an immigration judge but remain in the United States. However, deporting citizens from countries like China, India, and Venezuela could create significant challenges. These challenges might lead to mass visa denials for citizens of these nations who wish to enter the United States legally. We'll discuss these issues in more detail in the next video.
Did you know? Did you know? I tell you, boy. Elise, did you know?
No, I did not know. I thought that there are other Caribbean countries which I will not.
That would be on the top of the list.
That will remain nameless.
That will remain nameless. Yes.
Yes, that would have been on the top
of the list.
Of the list.
But did you know that it didn't find itself there any at all?
Did you know? I did not know.
You did not.
I did not know. I did not. So.
Yes.
Well,
of course.
But you know what comes to mind is how difficult it would be when you're talking about 300,000 people returning to their country. You know, when I think of the numbers that were just presented, you know, it's quite overwhelming. It's overwhelming for the host country. It's overwhelming for the home country. And I guess it's overwhelming all the way around. Yeah.
It is a lot of, when you think about the whole aspect of migration, migration and persons being immigrated to another country. That's the concept.
Yes.
The countries that they are from benefits significantly from those migrations or immigration.
Oh yes, without a doubt.
Into another country.
Yes.
And so, if you listen to some of the stories that how many the economic, I was watching a little feature on YouTube the other day, and I watched a young lady build a villa in a section of country in Jamaica, from just working odd jobs in the United States of America, washing dishes in the kitchen. And when you go where she lives, it's like she lives in a palace. Our place is like a palace from
Yes.
10 cents and 5 cents and tips and 25-cent tips. You know, it tells of the resilience, the tenacity of the people who are actually desirous of wanting to make a better life. But then
The intestinal fortitude,
the
Mikey G.
intestinal fortitude, the spinal fortitude of individuals
Spinal tenacity.
who stands up straight, not like a snake, you know. But then you also find persons who are not, unscrupulous persons who want to defraud and do illegal activities. So, mixed with that is a lot of bad taste in a lot of the mouth of others. And so it would actually cause people to criminalize everyone along with everyone. So right away, the storyline of being a criminal in countries are, and it's not in the United States alone, it's in every single country.
Yeah, every country.
The United States only highlights the what it really is by the immigration policies, and it sounds unfair when they are doing it, and it's really terrible for a lot of persons who have basically immigrated to the United States and have lived lives, long lives, 30 years, and they are not really straight in the papers, but they have had families, children, wife, bought house, car, and they're now 70 years of age, and was here from they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
And law-abiding citizens never commit a crime. Their only crime is to be living in the United States of America without documentation. Yeah, and you look at it and you say, boy, it's a very troubling thing. You just look at the history though, and you see the history of the American people, that they immigrated from somewhere also, and they came to the Americas and basically set up shop, and
yeah, they were fleeing
from they're fleeing from persecution, but then now they would close the doors to the very persons who would want sanctuary. It seems a little weird, but as it says, the law is the law. There was a time when the law was,
and I'm sure Michael G. The thing is, it would, the legitimate persons, if you would have arrived legitimately, I think the challenge is when persons flood these countries, and of course then the country has the burden of taking care of persons who are unable to care for themselves. So it's a lot that's involved. There are a lot of areas that must be considered when you're having a discussion, because certainly from the beginning of time, persons have moved from one land to the other land, and that's just the fact.
I was looking at a road that spanned, I don't remember the name of the road, but it said that road in toll, it pays $2 million per day.
Wow!
Earns $2 million per day in
toll pay
alone. I have a clip with it. It's a did you know, right? And I'm looking for these things all the time, so I'm finding them.
You're finding them.
Yeah, and it's $2 million a day. Now, when you look at that, you will say to yourself, how much is $2 million a day for 30 years? And what could you do with that amount of money? But then I understand that one of those F-16s or one of those jets is like $1.5 billion, $1.8 billion, one of the fighter jets alone. And when you crash one, $1.5 billion has been crashed or destroyed. I don't want to get down that line. Alright, so we come back and we are talking a little bit more about what's happening today in your neck of the wood and what is featured as a Today Today.
Okay, so today, February 11th, is celebrated internationally as National Latte Day, National Get Your Guitar Day, Promise Day, and International Day of Women and Girls in Science.
Girls in what?
Science.
In science. Ah. And there are a lot of women who were featured in science. A lot of great stuff came out of that. In fact, there was a particular woman, I think, who developed something to do with nuclear devices, nuclear technology. And she was one of those persons who actually was involved, but she did not develop the what you call the proper protection for it because she didn't understand what she was, and the thing before long she was dead. But she is earned herself, I think, the Nobel Prize for in science for this technology in some regard. I'm believing that. So I saw that somewhere. I saw that somewhere.
Yes.
So women have been instrumental in a lot of inventions, a lot of technology. In fact, I think there's something that the internet. I'm thinking.
There are, there are a few women that were mentioned here, Mikey G, and I'm just going to mention the ones that are featured on this website called daysoftheyear.com. And of course, we, number one, we have Mary Anning, and she lived from 1799 to 1847, and she is a fossil hunter, and she worked on fossils and changed the way scientists think about the world. And then you had Rachel Carson, who lived from 1907 to 1964, and she was an American marine biologist and author who raised questions about the way human activity was affecting the environment. And we have Rosalinda Franklin as well. She is a British woman from a Jewish family who made a number of contributions to science, including X-ray photography that helped unlock the secret of DNA. And we also have Vera Rubin, who lived from 1928 to 2016. She was an astronomer, and she did pioneer in work on galaxy rotation, which brought to life evidence for the existence of dark matter.
Here you have it, guys, ladies and gentlemen. You know, our women have been very instrumental in so many things. I'd like to scale it down and say black women. You know, there's some. I mean, I'm just going to be. And when people say these things, they say you're racist, Mikey. You know, we have to see where our people, in terms of Chinese, different ethnicity, different persons. Because when we say the Chinese person, the Chinese are cutting edge, we say the Chinese. We say the British, and usually they are Caucasian people. We say the Russians, usually they are Caucasian people. Yeah. But when we say the black person, it's like, what? You're racist.
And you know, Michael G, I noticed that one of our VIPs has shared a song and asking the question, is this a new song from Claude Edwards? And of course, certainly we'll have to play that one to see if it is a new one from Claude himself. It's almost time for the news, and of course, I know the morning is running so swiftly. You would have garnered some information since you have joined us this morning. But if you haven't had a chance to, please go ahead and share the link to someone who knows that something fantastic is happening right here on Flashpoint on the Breakfast Hour.
First, it's time for the news, and the first news is brought to us by SI Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs, right here in the Grand Cayman Islands.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 11th, and these are the news headlines on Flashpoint Radio. I'm CoraleeKaren. After the quake, what is a real tsunami threat to Cayman? The recent magnitude 7.6 earthquake, which struck 126 miles southwest of Grand Cayman at a depth of 6.2 miles, triggered a tsunami alert on Saturday, raising concerns among residents. Experts say while the risk of a major tsunami affecting the Cayman Islands remains low, it is not zero. The authorities urged residents in coastal areas to move inland as a precaution, responding to the potential for waves between 1 and 3 feet. The event sparked widespread anxiety, with social media and messaging platforms flooded with concerns about safety and evacuation protocols. Christoph van Hilbergrand Andrade, manager of the NOAA Caribbean Tsunami Information Center, emphasized the importance of swift communication in the event of a tsunami threat. Cayman's national agencies, including Hazard Management Cayman Islands and the National Weather Service, continue working to refine disaster preparedness measures. As part of ongoing readiness efforts, Cayman will participate in the upcoming Carib Wave Tsunami exercise in March, testing responses to an 8.0 magnitude earthquake scenario near Jamaica. Tribunal hears appeal over Little Cayman subdivision. A legal challenge is underway against the Sister Islands Development Control Board's decision to approve a 47-lot subdivision on Little Cayman. Lawyers representing the Cayman Development Group, the Development Control Board, and objector Greg Locker presented arguments before the Planning Appeals Tribunal in Cayman Brac last Wednesday. Concerns stem from the potential environmental impact, including threats to the endangered Sister Islands rock iguana and the strain on existing infrastructure. The Department of Environment had recommended rejecting the proposal, but the board approved it, citing a lack of empirical evidence that the project would significantly harm local wildlife. The tribunal's ruling is eagerly awaited as it could set a precedent for future development on the island. Beyond Ozempic, a prescription for Cayman's obesity crisis. A staggering 7 out of 10 Caymanians are overweight, with nearly a third classified as obese, according to the latest STEP's public health survey. The health crisis is fueling higher rates of diabetes, heart disease, and stroke, placing significant strain on the healthcare system. While weight loss drugs like Ozempic have gained traction, experts stress the need for long-term solutions, including improved school nutrition programs and increased physical activity. The survey revealed that 13% of children entering reception classes are already obese, prompting calls for healthier school meals and more time dedicated to physical education. Public health advocates also highlight the lack of sidewalks and safe walking paths, particularly in the eastern districts, as a major barrier to an active lifestyle. Calls for a comprehensive infrastructure plan for pedestrian and cyclist-friendly routes are gaining momentum. Former ward of the state achieves dentistry career goal. In an inspiring success story, Dr. Kemar Henry, once a ward of the state, has realized his dream of becoming a dentist. Despite early life challenges, including being born prematurely to a teenage mother and battling health issues, Dr. Henry persevered to complete his Doctor of Medical Dentistry at the University of Technology, Jamaica. Graduating with honors in 2024 November, he now operates a growing dental practice in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. His journey stands as a testament to resilience and determination, inspiring others facing adversity. Grace Kennedy announces leadership changes. Grace Kennedy Limited has unveiled a major leadership transition set for 2025. Andrea Coy will assume the role of CEO of Grace Kennedy Foods on February 14, streamlining the company's domestic and international food operations. Meanwhile, Grace Burnett will retire as CEO of Grace Kennedy Financial Group on August 14, with Deputy CEO Stephen Whittingham stepping into the role. Whittingham, who has been with the company since 2013, has overseen key financial operations and spearheaded digital transformation efforts. These changes come as longtime group CEO Don Webby prepares to step down next year, paving the way for Frank James to take over leadership of the company. Guyana rolls out new 10-year passport. The Cooperative Republic of Guyana has officially launched its new 10-year passport, featuring advanced security measures, including an embedded electronic chip to meet international travel standards. The new document aims to enhance border security and streamline the authentication process. The passport's design reflects the nation's cultural diversity and unity, in line with President Irfan Ali's vision for modernization. Those were your news headlines. Stay tuned to Flashpoint Radio for more updates throughout the day.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Welcome back. It is Tenacious Tuesday, another episode of the Breakfast Hour. A lot happening in the news today, and of course, we're learning about the obesity crisis. And of course, it is a worldwide situation, Mikey G. And, when you talk about lifestyle diseases, and of course, our physician will be joining us tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. And when you talk about diseases that are lifestyle related, that you can prevent, obesity is one such thing that leads to other issues. High blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, all related to obesity. And sometimes we want the quick fix, Mikey G, because the idea
I'm happy you said that a while ago, quick fix.
Yeah, the idea of spending all the time on the treadmill, the idea of exercising, the idea of the discipline of eating and watching what you eat, eating healthy. A lot of persons aren't willing to make that commitment.
Here is people on drugs.
You need some water, Mikey G?
I'm clearing my throat.
Water is important for your health as well.
I have to clear my throat to say what I'm going to say.
In that case, maybe you should just swallow it. Because what you need to realize to Mikey G before you say that there are persons who do have a genuine situation.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
it's not that they are not disciplined. It's not that they are eating every single thing.
Yeah, but let me say this. Let me just say this. It's like everything else. You remember the story of what we say is my body, my choice story.
Yes, yes.
And every time we hear that, we must always hear the conversation of the Bible that says, the body is a temple of the living God, not yours.
Right, yeah.
So, you can't have my body, my choice with that line and statement at all. It don't exist. Right. My body, my choice must come with the background of, the body is a temple of the living God, therefore it's not yours.
Yeah.
Do it as you please. And so when we do it illegally and wickedly, the things that we do with our body. Anyways, having said that, obesity has become, what you say here in the Cayman Islands, 10 people one out of 10 persons are considered obese. Alright, fine. We talk about people on drugs and these things, narcotics, whatever, addictions. And food is one of the, in this case, one of the biggest addictions you can find for many persons daily. Such a crazy thing to see that, yeah, you can't, it's like, if you don't have something in your mouth, you can't feel happy. You have to be chewing all the time. I'm serious.
I don't know if you remember.
I'm serious.
This devotional.
Yeah.
This devotional that was done by Susan Long some weeks ago. I know it doesn't have anything to do with diet, but yes. I'm gonna let you make that connection.
But then, go ahead.
The devotional, I think the topic was a stone in the mouth, and it was talking about these birds that are called cranes. You can look it up. And so the cranes, they make a lot of sounds, some very disturbing, very loud noises. But what that noise does is attract the eagles or attract other prey, other animals that will eat them or attack them. So what they do is put the stone in their mouth.
So they will make a sound.
Keep them quiet. Yes.
What do you put in your mouth to not always have something else in your food? Let me go with this. Do you know that being fat or having on a lot of weight is a sign of success and achievement?
Yes.
We have seen it. In fact, the Bible says that the 3 Hebrew boys who ate the vegetable diet, that not the king's meat. I don't know if it's a vegetarian. Is it vegetarian diet? I'm not. Let me go. Right? But not the king's diet. They were deemed more healthier and fatter than the rest. And so, when we hear about fatness, we think, it's a sign of wealth, a sign of health, and a sign of prosperity. If you see somebody whingy and skinny, oh my God, you're suffering.
And I can make light of the conversation because I've had a conversation with some family members too.
Hey, see, Mikey G, you're suffering. I'm sorry, Lady Elise, I had to say that. Mikey G is suffering from malnutrition, malnourished. These are the words come out, anorexic.
Yeah, but there's a balance. You can't be too far to the right or too far to the left.
But I'm saying that, this is what the storyline is. And then you have these women who in the modeling, in what you call the beauty pageant and stuff, and they are becoming they made the women are encourage the women to be anorexic. You know, and you know how they do these things, right? They would eat, and many women, there are persons would eat, not only women, but they would eat, and they would put their finger down the throat so they can bring up the food so they don't keep it down to get put on too much weight. And these are things that happen in these things. I watched a documentary and I was so disgusted by the thing. And you have this very skinny woman modeling, and they are saying these are the beautiful women, and the ones who have a little bit more pounds are not the beautiful ones. And it troubles me. So while I'm talking about the obese thing, I'm saying, guys, be careful on the lines of how we want to do it. Just don't overeat the thing, man. Don't use a spoon and dig a grave. That's all.
That's me, brother. So, and at this time, I just want to thank the listeners for tuning in to the breakfast hour. It has been an absolutely wonderful morning thus far. It's Tenacious Tuesday, and I hope that you would have picked up some nuggets, some priceless nuggets. For those of you who have your credit cards, you have learned how to manage it, how to use it wisely. For those of you who have that checklist, love's checklist, and I would say be nice to someone today, be kind, and of course, a special purse going up. We have a family member. I think I see something posted on social media requesting for someone here who is having a medical situation here in the Cayman Islands. And of course, our prayers are going up for family members and for anyone who is having issues this morning. And of course, we know that at, as we live, there will be challenges. But remember never to give up. So thank you so much for joining us on the breakfast.
Remember also that the Ebenezer Estate Church is having their collection drive to secure their property in Elise.
Yes.
In this sense, our property, a multi-faceted center to house the Ebenezer Church and to do so many other things with that center for betterment of the community. So please, guys, please donate to that worthy cause because it's very important that we do. All right. As we go with the man, Mr. Claude Edwards, this morning. A new song we understand. Yes. Minister, sorry, not the man, Claude Edwards. Minister Claude Edwards. I want to give the title to the gentleman as much as it should be given to him. And so we want to thank everyone for joining us this morning. Of course, remember, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit the notification bell. So every time a program is out, you get it first. Of course, to our new VIP members in Canada and the USFA in the Caribbean, I want to say good morning to you of our regular peeps in the Cayman Islands. Bless up yourself. FlashpointMedia.ky. Our radio continues to play all day. Enjoy what we bring to you. Of course, remember, this week we're celebrating 4 years of Flashpoint. 4 years we are here doing this great movement. And of course, trust me, it has been a journey and so many exciting things that happened from it. So many programs, so many lives have been touched, and we will highlight some of those coming in this week's episodes of the programs that we are presenting this week. Elise, I think I'm done.
Have yourself a wonderful day and see you tomorrow, same time. Join us for Wellness Wednesday right here on the Breakfast Hour.
Taking out is the man, Mr. Claude Edwards, this morning from the Breakfast.
Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio, Rise and Shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, CoraleeKaren, youngest.
in the ocean. I drifted in despair. My ship had no anchor. There was no one to love or care. But there, oh, in the ocean, amidst all my fears, miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. In the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. In the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. And even if you're shipwrecked and forced to swim ashore, he'll send you a lifeboat to take you safely home. A storm may overtake you. You may be lashed by angry waves. Oh, miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. Oh, in the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Oh, miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. Oh, in the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Miraculously Jesus comes. Oh, in the nick of time to save. So brother, if you're drifting along life's troubled sea, if you're heading for destruction, or whatever it may be, a storm may overtake you. You may be lashed by angry waves. Miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. Oh, in the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save. Oh, in the nick of time, he found me. In the nick of time, he came. Oh, miraculously Jesus comes in the nick of time to save.